Hi there. Did you know that Chanel reformulated their Le Beige Healthy Glow Foundation? You're gonna love this one. Stay tuned. Good evening, darlings. What am I talking about? Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I am the ThesPNation. I'm an OG YouTuber that reviews luxury beauty all the time. And if you've not done so already, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, definitely hit that like button, and most importantly, turn on those notification bells just so that you're aware of all the videos that I have coming out. So recently I was watching a video by Wang, and I will leave a link down below to her YouTube channel. But I was watching a video and she was talking about the new Chanel Le Beige foundation, and I didn't even know that they had a new foundation, specifically because I have not used Chanel foundations in years, to be completely honest. There's no particular reason why I haven't been using them. I just haven't been checking for Chanel. Not that Chanel's a bad makeup brand. Of course, it's a great makeup brand. Now, their skincare, I'm not really sure about their skincare. Their skincare sucks. But I have no issues with their makeup whatsoever. Well, I'll say I have one small gripe with Chanel, and that's that they discontinued my favorite foundation from them, which was Teint Renaissance. If you were someone who used Teint Renaissance, many years back, well, it wasn't that long ago. If you're someone who actually knows what I'm talking about, Teint Renaissance was one of the most beautiful foundations. I absolutely loved it. And of course, when you love a foundation, it ultimately gets discontinued. So it got discontinued, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, VideoMic replaced it, which they didn't even make shades for black people, and I think they actually had some, but the shade range absolutely was awful. And I actually checked recently, and they have absolutely no shades at this point for black people. So they have VideoMic, then they have VideoMic Aqua, and they've had some subsequent foundations. However, at that point, once they got to the Aqua, everything that followed that, I think I tried one other foundation from Chanel, and then I just completely forgot about Chanel. So I personally haven't tried the previous version of the Le Beige foundation, if they even made it for people of color, because again, I don't even know because I wasn't using it. So this foundation is, from what I've read, is a reformulation of the previous version of the Le Beige foundation. So I'll give this a go and we'll see what happens. Went ahead and went to the Chanel site. I actually called a Chanel boutique here, and no one would answer the phone because they were actually closed at the time. So then I went ahead and just called the West Coast, and no one was answering in LA. So then I called Las Vegas. Called Las Vegas, and they had absolutely no information for me because it wasn't even sold in stores just yet because it was that new. And I don't know if that's the same issue, just because even locally when I was calling, Nordstrom and even Neiman Marcus, I got no help whatsoever because they actually didn't even know that there was a new Le Beige foundation. So that shows how great their training team is. So I went ahead and took a risk and ordered on Chanel.com. Fun fact, I've never actually ordered from the Chanel.com website before, so this was a really nice surprise. I didn't expect to receive my package like this, in this nice sturdy Chanel box that I'm totally keeping, by the way. I didn't really expect this at all, just because I'm buying beauty. Now, if I bought, some SLG, I would expect it to come in a nice box, but this is just makeup. So this was very nice. I felt like I was shopping at Louis Vuitton or something, so very impressive, Chanel. And speaking of SLGs, I did go to Louis Vuitton recently and pick something up. If you want me to do a video on this, just let me know, because my channel is luxury beauty and just all things luxury. So if you'd like to see a video on what I actually picked up, definitely let me know in the comments. They give you the whole luxury experience even though you're buying makeup. I mean, this has the receipt, this has the return label if you're going to use it. I mean, this is really nice. And like any other beauty site, they do let you choose samples. So I did get Les Blancs de Chanel, that's the collection. I did get the multi-use illuminating base. So this is just a primer, and I would use it, but their skincare sucks. Ooh, this is classy. So in this bag, I don't even know what they put in here. I don't even remember what I requested. What is this? Is this makeup cleaner? And this is just a cleansing oil. And of course, darlings, this is Le Beige. And for starters, I'm just using my Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist from Biossance. I literally bought a backup of that just because I love the smell of it. Love Biossance. I'm doing a skincare review very soon because I have been using a full regimen of Biossance, as I mentioned on my Instagram. And speaking about Instagram, if you do follow me there, please follow me on the ThesPNation 2, because that is my luxury beauty IG page. That is solely about beauty and nothing else. My other page, the ThesPNation, is just the page I've always had since, you guys told me to get an Instagram back in the day when I didn't even know that there was an Instagram. Y'all were like, get an Instagram. Y'all actually also told me to get a Facebook because I didn't know what Facebook was. I don't want to talk about it. That page is more tomfoolery and just randomness. The ThesPNation 2 is my luxury beauty page. So if you are on that page, please feel free to migrate over, or you can travel in between both. I don't mind, but definitely appreciate it. The ThesPNation 2, that's the one you probably want to be on if you're following me for beauty. So for starters, I'm going to apply the long-lasting hydrating veil from Peau, which is a primer. This is why I can't have nice shit. And so far I have been enjoying this primer. I love the way it smells. I love the way that it makes my skin look. Sometimes I actually wear this without any foundation. So now I'll be going in with the Beige Healthy Glow Foundation, and this is in the shade BD 131. I like that beige cap there. It's a nice touch. So here's the shade BD 131 on the back of my hand. It's nice and warm. And in case you're unaware, BD stands for Beige Doré. And that of course indicates that it has a golden undertone. So now I'm just taking the number 11 Dior foundation brush and blending this out. This goes on very lightly onto the skin in terms of coverage. In terms of the texture, it feels kind of watery. It feels like I'm putting nothing on my face. Also has that signature Chanel foundation smell that I have not smelled in years, which I do actually enjoy. This is pretty. And I'm so glad that this actually matches because again, I had to, pick out a shade online and look at fake swatches. This one made the most sense and I was right. Thank God. Now I'll go ahead and do the same to the other half of my face. Coverage appears to be fairly light, but it's very nice. I'm really liking the way this just blends into the skin. Actually reminded me a lot of the Aqua foundation from Cogando that I just reviewed. Now I'm just gonna blend around my face. For concealer, once again, I'll be using the concealer from Peau in the shade Cocoa. Oh, I love it. I just want to slather it everywhere. Make me 25 again, honey. Now I'm just going to blend all this out and then follow up with the Radiant Corrector from Peau. Now I'm just going to add a little touch of the Radiant Corrector for Eyes by Peau in the shade Hazelnut. For bronzer, I'll just be using the Eclat Soleil from Gucci in shade 4. Just a whisper. To set my concealer, I will be using the little Mercier translucent powder in Honey because it is awesome and you should get it. For just a little something, I'm just going to put on my Terracotta Light bronzing powder and a little bit on my cheeks. Now I'm just going to apply the Lip Fetish Lip Balm from McGRATH in Clear. Taking a big fluffy brush and just dusting off any excess powder. And as a final step, I'll be going in with the Squalane and Hyaluronic Toning Mist from Biossance. Okay guys, so let's talk about it. The Beiges Healthy Glow Foundation is a standard 1 ounce bottle. It comes in 35 different shades and it retails for $60. The following information is directly from Chanel. A light to medium coverage fluid foundation that lasts up to 12 hours and features a weightless texture and radiant finish for a natural healthy looking glow. Light reflecting pigments smooth and enhance the look of skin with a subtle luminosity, while antioxidants help protect against pollution, free radicals, and blue light. Made of over 40% water, the long wearing formula is enriched with moisturizing ingredients that hydrate skin immediately and for up to 12 hours. So as far as their claims are concerned, this is definitely a light to medium coverage foundation. You could even shear this out very easily, being that, as I described, it's 40% water. It's a very watery, serum-like texture on the skin. You don't actually feel anything on your face once applied. It's a very beautiful foundation. It definitely does give that soft luminosity. It looks like you're lit from within. After applying it a few times, it definitely does give me Teint Innocence tease. It gives me the same type of vibe. I love the way it looks on this skin. This looks really beautiful in person just because you look lit from within. You have this soft glow, just blends perfectly. It's very comparable to Cogando's Aqua foundation. Very similar. From the times I've worn it, it does wear very well for a very long period of time. Of course, I didn't wear it for 12 hours because most people don't wear foundation for 12 hours. However, it does, just like any other foundation that I have reviewed that, is an amazing foundation. And know that when I actually review foundations, I always test them before I actually make a video, and the video is more so me reliving that experience. So the wear is there, the look there. I love the smell of Chanel makeup, and that's just personally me. If you're not somebody who likes fragrance, or as some brands say, they say that they don't have additional fragrance added, so it's just naturally in there, they try to find a loophole. But I'm not really sure about this particular one, but that's what a lot of the brands like to say, especially Tom Ford. As far as fragrance is concerned, if you're somebody who does not like fragrance, you will not like this foundation. You won't like any Chanel foundation because they all, have some type of fragrance in it, or there's some type of smell that's just emitted, as soon as it, touches your face and gets close to your nose. Another thing that I really like about this foundation is that it comes in 35 different shades, so there's really a shade for practically everyone. I won't say everyone because, I'm not sure, what the deepest tone looks like. I'm not sure, what the lightest tone within the deep tone range actually looks like. However, it does give you a wide array of shades to choose from. from. And just so that you're aware, if you're looking at, you know, the actual shades and the names of them, so if you see a B in front of it, that's beige, so that means that it's going to be more so a neutral undertone. Then you have BR, which I'm assuming is beige rose, which means that it's going to be a neutral to cool type of undertone. And then you have shades that start with BD, which of course is like mine, so that's beige doré, which means that it's going to be a neutral to golden type of undertone. And as I was briefly comparing this to the Aqua foundation from Kogendo, I kind of have the same feeling that I have with the Aqua. I don't think I mentioned this in that particular video, but I feel like I could probably wear 301 just because of how it disappears into my skin. So I kind of feel like with this one, I could probably go up a shade even lighter. So I think probably in the winter, I could actually do BD 121, possibly go even lighter. I'm not really certain. But again, just from the way it applies on the skin, it kind of just disappears because it's that light, watery, serum-y type of texture and just feel. So I think even if you were to choose a shade online, I would definitely, you know, refer to Chanel.com. Or so I'll include a link down below if you want to purchase this. I would definitely look at the actual swatch that they provide, even look at different models, even refer to the Chanel beauty page as well on Instagram, just to see, you know, have some type of reference. But again, if you're someone who's around my skin tone, definitely BD 131 would be a perfect match for you. It's a really beautiful foundation. I'm actually really surprised by this, and not because I haven't used Chanel for a long time. I guess it is because I haven't used Chanel in a while. You know, they haven't, you know, come out with anything that's really been calling my name per se, especially in, you know, the color category when it comes to the face with foundations. No foundations have really, you know, interested me in quite some time. And of course, since they discontinued Ton Renaissance, I think that really pissed me off. I mean, it really did. So to see this foundation and put it on, it is very reminiscent of Ton Renaissance, though I would say that if my memory serves me correct, Ton Renaissance did give me a bit more coverage. This is very similar. This is like the more watery sister, I would say. And this is just from my memory. It could have been just like this. I'm not 100% certain because it's been a long time since I've actually used Ton Renaissance. This is very, very familiar to me. It feels like something I've already put on from Chanel. I definitely feel that, you know, if you're someone who's normal to dry, normal to combination, you'll definitely love this foundation. If you are oily, you know, you always take a risk, you know, with anything that's radiant. So definitely keep that in mind if you're more so on the oilier side of the spectrum. However, if you're normal to combination, normal, dry, whatever I've missed in there. If you're any of those types of skin types, you would definitely like this foundation. This foundation also does not have sunscreen as well, so that's something else that you may want to consider. So of course, this on its own would photograph very well, and I know that because I have photographed myself without, you know, using sunscreen with this foundation just as a test, because I also do those tests as well when I review foundations. So yeah, this definitely has my stamp of approval. Highly recommend this foundation, and I will, you know, as I said, I'll put a link down below for if you want to go ahead and place an order for this foundation. Of course, it's an affiliate link. I will receive a small commission if you choose to purchase from that link, but again, you don't have to do that, but if you do, I truly appreciate it. So yeah, guys, Chanel came through with this one. Definitely let me know if you have tried this foundation, if you are planning to acquire this foundation. Let me know your thoughts down below with, you know, future videos that you'd like to see. Of course, I have a very long list, but I'm always open to adding more to it. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with a whole lot more. Bye, guys.